Mike James. There have been a couple of Mike Jameses in the NBA. Remember the one both of them have actually been journeymen. But there's a younger one who has been playing overseas this season, played with the Nets last year with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. He's been on Phoenix. He's been in New Orleans. And he's been on a podcast called Player's Choice recently. And he talked about Steph Curry and his game, and it wasn't that favorable. Here's what Mike James had to say about Steph.
How he plays and how he gets stuff off, it's just kind of one-dimensional at times. If we put Luka, Embiid, Bron, KD, and Giannis on any team in the world, they're gonna be who they are right there. As soon as you put them in there, I don't know about that for Steph. I think it's a little murky for Steph.
VeeJay Huskey, your thoughts?
Well, who was this guy again? Mike James, not the Mike. Was that the Mike James that won a championship with my Pistons? Not that. Okay, not that Mike James. This is like an international EuroLeague guy.
And let me say this, I will, because it's tempting. It's tempting to be like, bruh, you barely a journeyman, and you dissing one of the greatest players in history.
All time.
Right?
All time.
Now, but I'm going to say this. Mike James, just because he's not nearly as good as Steph, just because he's not really a full-time NBA player, doesn't mean he can't have an opinion and that he might not be right.
Absolutely.
Right? Just like you and I, Mike James could run circles around you and me on our best day. Right? And so he had a right to his opinion. I know a lot of people going to diss him. And it's interesting, VeeJay, because a lot of people will diss the NBA player that really wasn't that good, right? Yeah. When he talks about some of the all-time greats or some of the current greats, they'll diss that dude. But guys like us, Stephen A., Skip, heck, Shannon Sharp, who was a Hall of Fame football player, but not basketball player, when we talk about players, they cool with it, right? So I'm just keeping it real. Look, Mike James, I ain't mad at you. I get where you were going because we've all thought it. But I'm going to say my man still got a right to his opinion. And, you know, it don't mean he might not know the game upside down and inside out just because he's not a great player.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with you. And first of all, right, you know, I don't even know if my ego will let me say he'll run circles.
I don't care what your ego
I know, but I still got a big vanilla jumpy, okay? My jumpy is still butters.
Don't go there.
My jumpy is still like butters.
When you talk like that, and I know you kind of joking, but when
I'm
you
all
talk
the way
like
joking.
that, dude, you know, a lot of cats, VeeJay, don't understand the level.
I know. He
like
would bust my butt. I know.
Are nasty.
Yeah. But that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, they nasty. Now they get out on the NBA court and they look like scrubs.
Exactly. Where you're playing against the world's best.
They go against regular dudes. They nasty.
Yeah,
it's levels to this, man. But go ahead. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah. I just, you know, I'll go with it from this angle. This is just the disrespect that my man Steph just continues to get. Like, you got to be kidding me. It's not about who said it. To be honest with you, it just happened to be a guy.
Now, anybody could say
exactly.
that. Exactly.
It was more about, okay, who, like, I'm not trying to be fun, but like, who, okay, Mike James, you got to go look him up, okay? But if somebody else in the league had said this, we would still have the same reaction. It's like, dog,
if Durant or LeBron
exactly.
Said it,
we would look at them like, bro, are you serious?
Right.
This is the greatest shooter we've ever seen. This man is an awesome leader. Like, he's shown he's willing to take a step back to let somebody else lead and shine. And, like, he
shouldn't get demerits.
No,
exactly.
That
was great leadership.
Awesome leadership. And then this year, to watch that emotion pour out of him and watch that moment like Jordan when he cried, Shaq when he cried, when Kobe won his first without Shaq, when LeBron got his first. Whether you like the player or not, you appreciate just that moment as a sports fan. So this is just the disrespect Steph just continues to get. I'm just trying to figure out why, like, what else does he have to do to have everybody just say, okay, guys, no more Steph slander. Okay, we get radio, we get TV, we get debate shows. Yeah, but just to get on a podcast and be like, yeah, this dude, the guy about Pat Mahomes. Well, if you take away option one, it's street ball, huh?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Dog, that's how he busting y'all. What are you talking about? Like,
right.
Yeah.
No, you absolutely right. And I'm going to put this out there, and I'm not going to put this on Kevin Durant.
Okay.
But is it possible? Because they boys.
Yes.
They boys.
Yes.
Is it possible that, look, we know how much Durant loves ball.
Yep.
And as much as Durant might not like people critiquing him and other players on TV, he be doing it.
Yep.
Critiquing cats. So is it possible Mike James might have heard this from KD? It's possible. Right?
Yeah. Anything's possible, but I don't like dealing in possibilities. I like dealing in probabilities because probabilities are more concrete. The probability of him hearing this from KD is very low, in my opinion.
I hope you're right.
It's very.
I hope KD didn't go there.
Yeah, well, the thing is this.
That would be hating.
It would be, but, and I'm a KD guy. Everybody know I watched them I saw him when he was 16 playing for Montrose Christian in Landover, Maryland. Like, I'm a big KD guy. But he is kind of, I don't want to, it's weird. He's prickly, right? KD's kind of a different dude,
absolutely.
right? So you never know what type of night he might have been caught on or what type of day it was and how he was feeling and said something kind of tongue in cheek, not really knowing or not really, but just kind of like, yeah, man, the kind of the way he do it. And then somebody will take a piece of that and then go, you know what? Yeah, I agree with you, man. If he didn't play with them and come off all them screens, he wouldn't be that good. But it's the offense, guys. Like, seriously, like, stop saying that.
Well,
it's
and
the
that's
offense
what
and it's his
allows
greatness.
them to win.
Is
the fact that they play five-man basketball.
Yep.
Most of the great point guards in the league either could not or would not play that way.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving ain't about to run off screens like that because he want to show off his handle.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard ain't about to do all that.
Ooh.
Most Trae Young, like most of these cats won't do that. And look, I got to say this about Mike James's take. I think it was so flat out wrong.
Yeah.
Have you watched Steph Curry outside of the last several years? Did you watch Steph Curry early in his career? Steph Curry played point guard like most guys play point guard. High pick and roll, ball in his hands when Mark Jackson was the coach.
Yep.
And Steph averaged his career high in assists those years. 24 points, 8.5 dimes a game in 2013-14. The year before Steve Kerr took over. Year before that, 23.7 assists. Kyrie's never averaged that many assists.
Nope. Sure hasn't.
And so if you put Steph in your typical NBA offense, he would get his. He would put up big points. He would put up more assists than he does now. It ain't that Steph can't run the offense. Now, this is where, and I'm disappointed in Mike James because I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's a student of the game. But when you say an asinine comment like that, as if Steph is Reggie Miller, not to diss Reggie Miller. We know he was great too. But Reggie wasn't about to run point like Steph.
At all.
Reggie couldn't pass like Steph. That's the other thing. Steph Curry, don't get it twisted, y'all. Steph Curry doesn't show off his passing skills because of the offense, as VeeJay said. The offense is in Draymond Green's hands a lot, the ball. But Bobby Knight, the great legendary Bobby Knight, when Steph came out of college and was entering the draft, Bobby Knight said this is going to be one of the best passers in NBA history, which I thought was crazy.
A lot of people
But he said it, and if you watch Steph, he can pass. He's a very good passer. But the offense doesn't call for that. And here's the other thing, VeeJay. If you watch, this is just one example. But if you watch this year's finals, Steph wasn't just running off screens.
Yeah.
Steph was getting it at the top of the key, working the handle, shaking cats, and killing them.
Yep.
Whether it was going to the hole and finishing or shaking them up, creating space, and hitting a jumper. Like, I'm serious, VeeJay. I'm not going to diss Mike James because he's not that good of a player by NBA standards. But that take is horrendous.
Yeah. Not only is it horrendous, you can't luck your way into a 90, 50, 40 season, which have only been done, 3 or 4 other times? The Bird has one. Who's got Nash has got
I
one.
think Kyrie got one.
Does Kyrie have a 90, 54?
I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I thought Nash had two, if I'm not sure. Y'all about to say, I think Nash, but four guys, 5 times in the history of the game. You don't luck your way into 2 scoring titles. Like that's not the system. That's you. Like that's
Absolutely.
how nasty. Yeah, that's how nasty you are. And you brought up the finals, splitting double teams. Whether it was like you said, whether it was the floater,
against
whether
a
it was
great
the
defense
finger roll, number
that,
one in the
by
league.
the way, VeeJay
Yeah.
locked up Mike James's boy.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's
whoo.
not forget that.
20 a game.
Locked KD up.
20 a game, which led to the Barkley bus driver comment.
Yep.
Because Barkley said, he said, when I was the bus driver, ain't no team ever hold me to 20 in the playoffs. And I went and looked it up, and he's right. I went and looked it up.
I was going to ask you.
Yes, I did.
Say, have anybody checked that?
Yes,
yeah,
I did.
okay.
No. I looked it up. I got the notes in my pad that's in front of me right now. I looked that up.
Right.
But yeah, he was right about that. But yeah, Steph, you're talking about, I don't know where he ranks. I hate lists, honestly. I'm starting to get tired of them. But, okay, top 15. I would say top 15 because he's not done playing, at the least.
Without question.
Yes, okay. So, of all time, you don't get that high, man, systematically or, luck. That's just, like you said, it's more the comment as opposed to his career or what have you. And I'm a comedian, so I'm a clown all day long. Like, Leah, bro, like who? Like who? All right, yeah, I had to look you up, but yeah, anybody said this.
Comment.
Yeah, anybody said this would have been.
And
yeah.
I don't think a lot of players would have made it because it just don't make sense.
Yeah, you would look like a hater. If you're a current player to say this, you look like a nasty hater.
Yeah. He can stay overseas with takes like that. I mean, real talk. And Kyrie did do it in 2020, 2021.
Okay, so there you go.
92 from the free throw line, 50 from the field, 40 from 3.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why he's still in that.
Yeah. Well, Kyrie is a bad boy.
Yeah.
Ain't no question about that.
My guy.
All right.